इस उम्र में मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ। इसका जवाब सीधा मैं देना चाहता हूँ कि मैं सिखाने के लिए नहीं आया हूँ, सीखने के लिए आया हूँ। क्योंकि आज जो नौजवान हैं वो विद्यार्थी नहीं हैं, वो इस देश को एक सबक सिखा रहे हैं। और क्या है वो सबक? वो सबक ये है कि निडर रहो। हमारा जो पीढ़ी है वो बहुत डर गया था। मोदी जी और अमित शाह का नाम को सुनकर हम कांपते थे। हमें शक पैदा हो जाता था कि हम अपनी आवाज़ उठाएं तो हमारा क्या होगा, कि अगला हमारा पता तिहाड़ जेल होगा या क्या होगा। हमने उमर खालिद को देख लिया है, हमने शारजील इमाम को देख लिया है। 5, 6, 7 साल से वो जेल में बंद हैं और इतने साल के पश्चात सरकार यहाँ तक अपना काम नहीं कर पा रही है कि उनके बारे में उनका क्या इल्ज़ाम है वो भी कोर्ट में आकर पेश करें। और ऐसे सूरत हाल में हम डरे हुए थे। मैं आपके सामने कहना चाहता हूँ कि हालांकि मैंने अपनी आवाज़ उठाने की कोशिश की थी, तब भी अंदरूनी डर था। और आज हम देख रहे हैं कि आप निडर हो, और ये सबक सीखने के लिए हम यहाँ आज पहुँचे हैं। आप निडर हो, इस देश को निडर होना चाहिए। क्योंकि जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने कहा अपने आत्मकथा में, एंड देन केम गांधी, फिर गांधी आए। और गांधी ने किया क्या? उन्होंने हमारे दिल से डर हटाया। ये जो एक गांधी थे 1915 में, जिन्होंने हमें सिखाया कि निडर रहो, यहाँ तो मेरे सामने मैं देख रहा हूँ हजारों महात्मा गांधी। आप लोगों ने हम सबको आश्वस्त कर दिया है कि हमें तानाशाही के सामने खड़ा होना है, कि तानाशाही को हमें सहना नहीं चाहिए। नहीं तो हम उन्हीं ममालिक जैसे हो जाएंगे जहाँ की तानाशाही करने के लिए वो टायरेंट्स बैठे हुए हैं। और आपने हमें दिखा दिया है कि कैसे हज़ारों के तादाद में बिना किसी का इंतज़ाम हुए आप लोग यहाँ पहुँच चुके हैं और हमें सिखा रहे हैं। हम जो कि 25 साल के 85 साल के हो गए हैं, और आप जो 25 साल के हैं, कि हमारा व्यवहार कैसा होना चाहिए। आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आपने हमें धीरज दिखा दी, सिखा दी। और इसलिए मैं आपसे अलविदा लेते हुए ये कहना चाहता हूँ, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Sir, as far as today's speech is concerned, you have raised a very important issue regarding Umar Khalid. How do you look at the current scenario, the way government is treating the students, and how do you, analyze the situation that is happening with Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam?
You see, one of the great advantages of being as old as I am is that I can look back in time. When Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister, he instituted a new education policy. But there were no demonstrations. Why was it that he was able to successfully implement an education policy and this government is staggering? Simply because before he did it, he consulted everybody he could. He consulted above all the students that would be affected by this. School children, college students, postgraduates, young people who had obtained employment, young people who hadn't obtained employment. And there was a consensus that the old system needed to be modified. And on that basis, the system was modified. Now, all of you know about the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. It came from that. Operation Blackboard. It came from that. There was no attempt at dividing the people of India. Now what is happening? In all curricula, an attempt is being made to wipe out the freedom movement, to wipe out the long, long history of 1,000 years of Hindu-Muslim cooperation by describing it as 1,000 years of slavery and then describing everything else as gorgeous and golden. The man has shown how well educated he is by saying that Ganesha's trunk shows that people then knew about plastic surgery. Is this education? In any case, the Ganesha's trunk is not plastic surgery, it is transplantation. So if you have a government that is at this level of literacy, at this level of education, please tell me what are the degrees that our leaders have. And if they are not educated but have risen high, why are they leaving the educated of today at this bottom of the abyss level?
So, but why are you comparing the situation of students with Umar Khalid? Why are you comparing it with Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam?
No, I'm sorry. I should have answered your question. I had dealt with Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam in my speech. So I don't want to needlessly repeat that. But it is shocking that we have a judicial system under which two young men who were not even in Delhi on that day have been put behind bars for 7 long years, and the case against them has not been prepared. There's no charge sheet against them. If they're taking so long to either find evidence or even perhaps manufacture evidence, that is not the way in which justice is done. But Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam are not really connected to this movement, because this movement is about the future of people who are not in jail but are imprisoned in an India where the jail keeper is Dharmendra Pradhan. So they are demanding that the jailer be removed. And that's a fair enough demand. You've just seen in the United Kingdom, because the Prime Minister lost some panchayat election, he has been replaced.
At the same point in time, the Congress party is saying that Sonam Wangchuk is Anna Hazare's part 2. How do you look at this kind of a stand by Congress party?
Please ask the Congress spokesman. I am not a Congress spokesman. I'm barely a congressman.
So the government constantly is trying to get the judiciary to be accountable. They are saying that they want to set up fast track courts. They are saying they want to take this up in legislation in the parliament. But they are constantly not saying anything about accountability on the level of the executive. They did, remove a secretary, but they are not willing to, hold the executive accountable. What do you want to say to the way they treat
I have my reservation of the extent to which they are holding their judiciary accountable. They may be holding them accountable to the RSS, but they're not holding them accountable to this country. In fact, this entire government, this entire process of governance, whether it involves the legislature, the executive, or the judicial system, is based on non-accountability to the people, non-accountability to parliament, non-accountability to the media, and accountability only to Nagpur.
Sir, Mr. Rahul Gandhi protested at the Prime Minister's residence.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you're constantly asking me questions about the Congress when I'm not even in the Congress party.
But